Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike at Northwest School of Fly Fishing, the old fish hobo. Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about, I've had a lot of comments about what I wear in terms of when I'm fishing. But before I do that, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Help me make more videos like this. You can go to our channel. There's close to 70 videos on there, ranging from stuff like this to very instructional stuff. It's quite a range of nymphing and dry fly fishing on there. So subscribe, check out the channel, and hopefully you'll like it. As for what I'm doing here is I've had a lot of people asking questions about what it is I'm wearing, because you can't find this stuff on your typical fly shop, and it's because I really created it. I'm a type of angler that travels a lot. I fish a lot of rivers, tons and tons of rivers. I'm always out on some river somewhere every week, and especially in the summer. I fish very light in the summer. And I fish in shorts and sandals for most of the freestone rivers I'm in, and I keep a box of flies here, and then I'm not doing it. So I like to stay somewhat light in general, and this system really works for me in that terms. However, I've used them all. You know, in nearly 60 years of fly fishing, I've had numerous types of fly fishing vests. I've had hip pouches. I've had a variety of different hip packs. I've had parachute packs. I've had sling packs. I pretty much had everything and used everything on the market, and they're all good. They all have their advantages and disadvantages, and so does this. But when I went to this system here, it just made it very, very comfortable at me on the river, and made things a lot easier for me to do. So let me kind of describe what it is I have right here. First of all, I'm using a wading belt. As you can see here, this is I believe this is a fish pond wading belt, but a variety of makers make them. Patagonia, Sims, they make them, and I like these because they're like a belt on a backpack. They're very wide, and they give you that lumbar support that you really like, and it's extraordinarily adjustable. And then on the outside, as you see right here, there's various D-rings, and you have an inner belt right here to add things on. And I keep it pretty simple, and whatever I need to add on, I can. As for the pouch right here, I got this from a Army-Navy store, and I was shopping around looking for it, and most of what I found was too small or too big. This seemed to be the right size for me and how I fly fish, and what I like most about it is I was able to find one where the straps would go over the belt itself, and then I would secure it right here with D-rings on the pouch or the pack, and then D-rings on the belt, and that made for a pack that wouldn't slip on the belt. Certainly I can take it off if I choose to do that too. And so the way I do it is I'm either dry fly fishing or nymph fishing, and this carries all my dry flies that I'm using, anticipating the hatches that I'm going to see. So when I'm dry fly fishing, I have the detailed fly boxes designed specifically for the hatches I'm going to see. And if I'm nymphing, I have a variety of nymph boxes in here, and I can make that change at my truck where I have all my flies. And then a few items in here that would help me on the stream. What complements this is I wear a lanyard, and on that lanyard is everything I need to change flies or release a fish. So in concert, they work pretty good together. I'm able to strap onto, because of the mini straps on here, I'm able to strap onto this pack my wading staff, which I don't fish anywhere without. And then I have over here a broder net clip that just sits on there, and what that does is it just allows me to clip on my net like that, and now I'm fishing with everything I need right here. Now should I need to get into here and use what materials I have in there, and it's just simply swinging it around. This is a system I came up with, and I don't think it's very pricey. I think I paid $10 for this pack, and the weighting belt was a gift, so I don't know how much it was, but you know, I can't imagine a weighting belt being that expensive. But it all is based on a really substantial weighting belt that gives me that lumbar. So I'm not using a belt, but a real belt design fisher, and using that lumbar support. So this is what I like, and I can attach anything I want to it. For example, I have a attachment right here that I always put my knife for cutting my flies out of bushes and trees. That just slides in there and clips on. You can add and make these into whatever you want, but it begins with this belt, and that's how I do it. Hopefully this will answer a lot of questions out there, but there's no one way to do anything in fly fishing, and this just works for me. Hopefully for you guys that are new out there and just starting in fly fishing, hopefully if this is going to be helpful for you, and you old fish hobos like me, hopefully there's a nugget here that you can use on your own. With that being said, I'm very comfortable on the river with this. I think this is a system that works best for me after all these years, and I'll go on and continue to use that. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if I'm lucky, I'll see you on the river.